Hi everyone, how are you doing? Hope you are all well and safe and having a great day. I'm having a great day because I've just taken delivery of a couple of t-shirts that I've designed. This one is a Viking. You may have seen the picture of this on Digital Easel where I posted it, and you can see it's a Viking playing a bass guitar, and then we've got one of a take on the Boyer tapestry of the Battle of Hastings of 1066. But of course, we've got some good old rockers playing their guitars and rocking out on the left hand side as I'm looking at it, right as you're looking at it probably. So yeah, I've been working on a couple of designs, and there was a fun personal project, so I wasn't really doing something to make as a video or anything, but this is the one I designed first, and I liked it so much I thought this would make quite a cool t-shirt. So then I went on and produced this one. Both have got the text, "You're never too old to rock and roll." This one has got it inlaid in mother of pearl up the neck of the guitar. It's not really, it's just a little bit of a grey ink. So I like this one because it's sort of really muted greys and almost white, no real white in it. Proper grungy looking Viking one, and this one's a little bit more vibrant. Anyway, let's just get into, they are available on Amazon, but I'll talk about that later. Let's get into the video and I'll tell you about how I came up with the concept for these tees. Okay, this video is way different to what I normally do. This video stems right back to 1966 when I was 8 years old, and I was in my dad's car and he was driving his own, and we drove past this billboard, and on it was some stamps. It was advertising some Royal Mail stamps that was commemorating the Battle of Hastings of 1066, where Harold had his eye poked out with an arrow, and the Royal Mail had made these stamps based on the Boyer tapestry. So here's a picture, as you can see, of the stamps and the Boyer tapestry. And I wanted to, ever since I was 8 years old, I've been toying with the idea of what I can do with the Boyer tapestry and what I can do with it art-wise. And this is what I came up with. I incorporated my other passion, which is playing rock music and specifically the bass guitar. So I thought it would be a cool idea to turn the fighting men of these two armies into a rock band playing music and get some text in there. So I used the catchphrase, "You're never too old to rock and roll." Okay, so that was the first design I did. I didn't record that at all, unfortunately, so I can't show you me drawing it. But then it sort of sparked my imagination, and I wanted to try something else. So I've got this picture of me playing the bass, and I'm still mulling over the catchphrase, "You're never too old to rock and roll." And I was looking at this photo and I was thinking it would be quite cool to turn me into a Viking. So both of these pieces were painted in Procreate, and I say paint, but this particular one, this Viking one, is really just using the dry ink pen. So it's lots and lots of hatch lines, and that's all it is. And I turn myself slowly into a Viking warrior, because every guitarist calls their guitar an axe. It's their axe. So this is me with my axe going to war. So because this is a speed painting, I can't really go into a lot of detail. What I can say is that I created one layer for the line work of the Viking, and all of the line work was drawn on that one layer. I had another layer which I used for a background, which you can see there is those sort of squiggly lines and just the sort of jaw of a dragon's mouth, which I didn't actually use in the end. I scrapped those. And the background layer, I just kept changing the colour. I kept it green, so in places, so that I could see exactly if I'd missed any of the shading on that black background. So that's on another layer. So there was the background, which isn't technically a layer, it was just the background colour, which I kept changing from time to time just to see how it would look like on different grounds and to help me sort of get a better contrast of what I was doing. Then there was a layer with the sort of white area on it, which is going to be the background, or the background image, I should say. Then there's a layer of just a sort of a black silhouette of the Viking and the guitar. I had the first layer I drew in of the outline. I just sketched in rough where I wanted everything to be. You can see there like the sort of outline of the helmet, the protective metal around his neck, and the guitar and everything. I sketched that was on a separate layer, and then all the detail I put on another layer, and I used one pen, the dry inking pen, and I just changed to different grayscales if I wanted light or dark, because I knew that by this time I knew I wanted to print this on a t-shirt, so I was very conscious that I was working on a black ground. So I didn't want to draw with black. The black would be the t-shirt and the fabric, and then a series of greys through to almost white, but not really white. So that's the sort of technique I was using. So what did I use for the raven and the helmet and the clothes he was wearing? What I did, I just searched Google and I looked for copyright free images, but I didn't sort of go into any great depth to see if they were actually copyright or not. So what I was using for the helmet and the clothes, I actually used some photos of a reenactment that the people were wearing in this reenactment, and I just sort of used those as a sort of a reference, and I obviously made up the actual helmet, the lighting on it. I just sort of imagined where the light would come, and yeah, I sort of just made that up from these photos of people in real life wearing the armor. But I didn't want to put the photos up just in case they are copyright. I don't want to be infringing copyright, so that's why they're not there. So that's why you're only getting the mug shot of me and not all the other bits that I was using to give me the source material for the armor and the bird. Oh, and the background, I used a wood carving. I googled Norse wood carvings or something like that, and I used that as a source of inspiration, changed it around quite considerably to the original carving to move elements around to fit my design. So that was what I was doing there. So here's the two finished designs. Both of them have the text, "You're never too old to rock and roll." And if you are knocking on a little bit and you fancy a shirt for a bit of fun, these are both available on Amazon. You can buy them on amazon.co.uk and amazon.com. I'll put a link in the description if you're really interested, which will take you to my website where you can choose which one and which site, Amazon site, you would like to purchase from. But obviously no obligation, don't feel like you need to, but it would be nice if you did. I really love them. As you have seen, I've got them both. So that's it. Very different video. Just thought I'd throw this in there for you as something a little bit different, and maybe inspire you to see how you can take your artwork forward to maybe earn a bob or two. So that's it. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, a big thumbs up as always is much appreciated, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, because I've got lots of videos like this and I would love to be sharing them with you. So hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Oh, and don't forget everybody, stay safe, stay sane, and keep painting.